Justin was pulled over this morning at 12:37 a.m. by police after he blew a stop sign and was swerving. This new surveillance video shows him driving on Main Street, about a half mile from where he was pulled over.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to a Quickie Tarot Tea Time. Long story short, I already recorded this. I pulled the Devil card. I still have the reading in front of me. I pulled the Three of Cups card of Infidelity. I pulled the King of Wands. You know on this channel what that means. I was pulling some major cards and spilling some tarot tea truths, and the camera just turned off. That has not ever happened to me during a reading like that. That is so random. So we are going to redo the reading, but I was like going to skip it. Then I'm like, no. We shall not be silenced. We're just going to burn a little sage. Not going to speculate too much on what this was because we have good intentions here. We have our angel cards. We're going to just sage the situation. Does Justin Timberlake have creepy little evil spirits protecting him? I don't think so. But you just never know. So we're going to just play it safe. Got the sage going. Woo! We're going to re-record this. We're going to spill the tarot tea truth allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it. As you guys know, Justin Timberlake was arrested for drunk driving in the Hamptons. We all know that that is ridiculous. That's crazy. You should not do that. He put himself at risk and other people, which is just wrong. So that happened. And then his rep said something along the lines of, Justin, he's been doing great, but then he was drinking more ever since Britney's book came out, like all this. It's giving, I'm not taking accountability. Reminds me of when Ben Affleck said about Jennifer Garner on Howard Stern that he would still be drinking if he was still with her. I mean, it's gross. Like, you have to take accountability for yourself. We all know that. And it's gross. I do not like that kind of toxic behavior. So without further ado, let's get into pulling some cards and see what's going on with Justin. Also, I do want to point out that this is more of that karmic energy that we've been talking about on the channel ever since Pluto went retrograde, and it will remain retrograde until the fall. All of the tea, all of the things that people have been trying to hide, they're coming out. They're coming to the surface. Same thing with Diddy. That has all been exposed. All that stuff has been happening since Pluto went retrograde. And it's going to continue to do that. It's just its time. It's his time. The karmic truth is coming out. The best thing that he can do at this point is be humble and learn and grow and go into therapy and really try to actually be genuine about things. But based on the reading that I just did, then when the camera shut off, we got the Devil card and then like a bunch of other cards of ego. So it's not looking good for him, but let's go ahead and redo it. I hate it because that was such a good reading, but we're going to get another really good reading. We're going to set a positive intention here. So let's read Justin's energy right now. What is his current energy? Ten of Swords. Okay, a big ending. He feels very much like, okay, I've been exposed. The truth has come out. That image that I have of being like this perfect, squeaky clean person, even though he's not, he just has this self-image where he views himself as this like perfect, like, you know, this guy that everybody loves and like he's so fun and like he's so just like beloved by millennials and everybody that grew up listening to his music, and like that boy band image that he's felt like he's been able to carry on in some way. This is kind of like the jig is up, like that part's over. Ten of Swords. You've been exposed. People know who you are now. Okay. What else? Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, before I move on, I just glanced at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. This is what's going on behind the scenes for him. Oh, wow. And the Hermit card was stuck to it. We're going to take it. Behind the scenes, he is spending time alone, not talking to people. Nine of Swords, because he is stressed and depressed. This is kind of sad. This is so different from the reading I just got, by the way. I almost feel like this is like the reading that he would want us to have. So I'm just, forgive me if I'm a little bit more emotionally removed from this reading, because I definitely feel like, I don't know, it was just weird. It was just weird. I don't want to speculate too much, but this is giving a different energy. But this is more about his perspective. And I do think that this is the truth. I think that he is very stressed right now. Nine of Swords. And because of that stress, the Hermit, he's spending less time out and about, spending more time alone at home. And this is definitely feeling a little bit depressed. You know, I mean, this is not a fun energy to be in by any stretch. 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and the Hermit. Yikes. Oh, Lord. Usually I would say I feel bad for somebody, but I had the Devil card for his current energy, so I think that this is karmic. I don't feel bad for him because I think that this is a rebalancing. I think that this needed to happen. You know, sometimes you just have to own up to what's going on in your life. You got to just face facts. He still has a great life, a lot to be thankful for, and he needs to stop feeling sorry for himself and just be a better person, okay? That's what I think. All right, next. Actually, let's do past, present, future now. So we know that's the energy he's in right now. That makes total sense. Past, present, future. So in the past 6 months, how has he been feeling? How has he been operating? Because according to that rep, I believe it was his rep or manager, somebody who said that the stress started with Brittany's book. Is that true? Or, has he been in a different type of vibe? Let's just see how he's been feeling. Oh, okay. We're going to take that one. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Okay. Weird. This is one that I got for the last one too. Okay, so I feel like we're back on track with the energy. The lost reading, the lost footage. 8 of Swords. This is stress, but stress of your own creation. 100%. Basically, the things, I just got goosebumps. Wow. The things that he's done have come back to bite him. And that's how he has been feeling the past 6 months. So even though he should take accountability for the drinking and all of that, and, rather than drinking, maybe take up more therapy or, figuring out why you behave that way and apologizing to Brittany publicly. Like if he would have just done that and been honest, people will forgive, everybody, especially because that was so long ago, like people would have forgiven him. But he wasn't doing that. Instead, he was very in his head. 8 of Swords. 8 is about power. This is like ego. So this is almost like a narcissistic wound, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. A narcissistic wound and ego and feeling like you're trapped and disappointed because of things that you've done. This is self-created. 9 of Swords is things outside of your control. 8 of Swords is self-created. So it's weird that we have his energy now is about things out of his control. It's almost like the consequences of his actions. But in the past, right before this, man, he's got a lot of swords. In the past, it was like he knew that he could change them if he wanted to, and he chose not to. I think that's why we've ended up with the 9 and now 10 of Swords. It's like if you don't handle your business when it's first starting to happen, if you just ignore it and you just stay on the same path, it progresses to this energy, which is what I guess needed to happen to finally get him to like wake up. Wow. Okay. And it's happening in Pluto retrograde through Aquarius, which is his sun sign. So definitely his ego. This is a test of his ego. This is a test of who he is. The universe, I think, is trying to show him who he is to help him become a better person. It's never to hurt, right? It's only to help, but this is wild. Okay, so that was the past. What about now? What's his energy in the present? If I get the Devil card again, I will scream. Because that would just be weird. The Star card. The Star card is the Aquarius card as well. This is about his celebrity. This is also about being in the spotlight. In the context of this reading, I'm going to say this is about the spotlight, and he's very concerned about the way he looks in the spotlight, his ego. How are people viewing me? What are people thinking about me right now? How do I look right now? Again, very narcissistic energy. He's very focused on his celebrity. And again, he's not focused on what's actually going on behind the scenes, his true self, his heart, his soul, his spirit, his relationships. Again, the focus is on my reputation, my money, my fame, my image. And that's what got him in this situation in the first place, in my opinion. Okay, so that's where he is now, not seeming to learn much. What about in the next 6 months? And he's also like going on tour. And I guess the police officer was really young and was like, I don't know who you are. I mean, and for him, that's like the ultimate nightmare, right? Because he's just so in love with himself. Sorry, I told you this was going to be a little toxic. I'm being a little toxic too here, but it just annoyed me. Well, and also, I mean, he's putting people's lives at risk, so I can be annoyed by that. In the future, the Sun card. Why does he always win? And you know what? This reading is a lot nicer about him than the reading that I just did that was erased because the camera randomly stopped working. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not one to claim that like entities or spirit, or like, I don't really like to even think about that kind of stuff. I don't even watch scary movies because they freak me out. Weird. My other little light here just went off. I put an extra light in the front because I've been like working on my set again, wanted to like glow up some things. You know how they say like spirits mess with electronics and stuff? I'm going to do a whole prayer, okay, when I get off of the camera here. This reading, I can see it. It's just very different from the reading that I just did. Okay? And again, I probably sound crazy and I don't want to sound like a nut job saying all this stuff, but I'm sorry. Like I would be lying to you guys if I didn't think that this was really weird. Like my electronics are going off, different things. I don't know. I don't know what Justin's into, what he's been doing. But this reading, I'm just going to say it's a lot more empathetic and sympathetic towards him than the last reading that mysteriously vanished. We'll just take that with a grain of salt. So in the last reading, it was not about the Sun as the final card. It was about cheating, actually, the Three of Cups, and like how he was going to keep doing weird stuff. But we'll just go along with this. So the Sun card, from the start of the Sun, like this is just not, this reading feels so weird. Let's get clarity on the Sun. Three of Wands looking to the future. This is weird. I'm going to still post this, but I just want you guys to know I think this is really strange. I need to like cleanse this space now. Three of Swords. When I said cleanse the space, I finally got Three of Swords, something that I do think is true. So we'll take the other two cards with a grain of salt, just to be honest with you guys. But I'm still going to put it all together. So Three of Swords to the Three of Wands. Okay, here we go. Oh, I have goosebumps. It's so weird. So in the future, the Sun card, this is more happiness and spotlight. I think he's going to feel at first like he kind of likes all the attention. That's very Justin. And he's going to think, oh, well, I can just like, you know, say whatever, get sympathy, get empathy, try to spin this. He's going to feel like it's all going to be okay. There's going to be a moment in time where he feels like it's all going to be okay. But then when he starts to pursue more future opportunities, Three of Wands, he's getting excited for the future. He's like, okay, cool. Like my image has shifted a little bit, but like lots of people have comebacks. Lots of people go through things like, you know, who knows how his PR is going to spin this one. They're already trying to spin it, saying like, he's a great guy, but he's been going through a hard time ever since the Britney book. More of that crap. He's going to temporarily feel relief and excitement, thinking that everything's fine. Then Three of Wands, he's going to start planning for the future, more projects, more things, you know, more Justin-centered lifestyle. And then that Three of Wands, the future opportunities that he's expecting to pan out for him are going to turn into Three of Swords. So he's going to be heartbroken by how a lot of these opportunities are actually going to vanish. People do not look at him the same way anymore. He has been exposed. And so for him, I think that the only way that he's going to be able to learn any sort of lesson is through opportunities drying up for him, because it does seem like every reading I do on him, ego is really important. Success is really important. He's very much about his image. At some point, you know, you do have to take responsibility and work through whatever that is to try to be a human and have feelings and be vulnerable and be a real person. And it just doesn't seem like he's done that. So that is finally going to catch up to him. He's going to see opportunities vanishing. What about Jessica Biel? How does she feel about him after this? Oh my God. That just flipped. So we're going to take it. Nine of Cups. She's focused on herself now. Ooh, she's like, I'm going to have my cheesecake. And this could be a little bit weird. Let me get a couple other cards here. It's strange like that. Yeah. Okay. Knight of Cups. She's got a lot of cups. She's got a lot of feelings about this. For once, I feel like in the last reading, we did not get a lot of feelings. And Temperance. Oh my God. Okay. So for her, Temperance energy, she is not going to make any moves yet again. She always just kind of like stays steady for her own self-interest, for entertainment purposes only, allegedly, you guys, allegedly. Just my opinion and the opinion of the tarot T cards. But the Temperance, this is like, she's not going to make a big divorce announcement. It's nothing happening like that. Even though in the last reading that was erased by my camera and whatever strange entities were sent out by Justin. No, I'm kidding. But in the last reading, I did get infidelity and stuff. But it just seems like she's never going to leave. I don't know. It's just like, and I don't know why, but it's just, she's just not. But what she is going to do is take care of herself, Nine of Cups, whatever that means. And the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is like the anti-romance card. This could be like doing your own thing while still staying in the relationship. So it's like on paper, you're still married, but you like have separate lives, that kind of thing, which I think they've been doing for a while on and off. But this Knight of Cups, this is like anti-romance, because in the upright, this is a fairy tale love story. So this is like whatever last bit of fairy tale illusion or romance that she had and that the public had, she knows that that's over. Let me see anything else about their relationship from her perspective. Ace of Pentacles, it's the money. I got the King of Pentacles in the last reading. So I feel like the energy has gone back on track, by the way, finally. I had to like talk about it a little, and then it cleared out for some reason. But Ace of Pentacles, this is money and finances and success. So I think that she's with him because allegedly she really likes money. And I don't know, like her priorities, it seems a little bit cold. It seems like but does seem like she accepts him for who he is. So it's kind of like birds of a feather flock together. Like maybe they're both kind of the same in a certain way, as not romantic as that sounds. It feels a little bit cold and weird, to be honest with you guys, but it's like, I like the way she looks at it. She's like, we have so much money and like I have stability and everything I want. And I don't know why I wouldn't just, take care of my own needs and maybe date on the side, but like stay with him. Like that's kind of her vibe. It's really gross. It's Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's like anti-romance. And that's really sad because she could just like move on and be with someone that she really wants to be with. Anything else coming through for these two before we wrap it up? I have the ick, which of course, that's not surprising about these two. King of Cups in reverse. Guys, confirmation. It's anti-love. This is not a love relationship anymore. Wow. It's not. It's just not. King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in the upright is like the most loving like relationship card, like your soulmate. For Nicola Conklin, I got that like she's going to have a King of Cups in the future of like finding her like the one. In reverse, this is like someone that at one point was the one, but now like it's not. And she's kind of just staying for the money. As gross as that sounds, it is, but that's just the tarot truth. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I hope you guys like that. This reading exhausted me. I'm going to sage my space, say a little prayer, and see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Please give it a like if you like it. Let me know in the comments below. Has anything paranormal ever happened to you? And would you like me to do any paranormal like investigations around Halloween? This just made me think like that could be kind of fun. It would be a totally different type of content, but I would love to know your thoughts. Like, should we go to Salem? I don't know. Should I interview somebody who does that kind of stuff? It really scares me, but I'm just kind of curious now after this weird experience. But I love you guys so much. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon.